rayas, rayas.
Make it funky, funky, funky. Make it funky, funky, funky.
Good morning, everybody. This is your host, Crypto Crickets, also known as JoJo. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on a Saturday morning. I know that I'm not the only one who likes to stay awake or get up early on a Saturday. So if you are working and you want to listen to something, right? This is the place to be. If you are working somewhere in your house and you want to listen to something, I'm the man that you want to listen to for the hour. If you are, living in a farm and you got your animals to attend, well, and you want to listen to what I have to say, of course, find an opportunity as to how you can make some money, right, on crypto. If you're new, if you're interested in crypto, but you are afraid to get scammed or rugged, that's fine. That's why I do the live here on Saturday mornings only, to show you how you can use the correct network or platform so that you can actually make money, okay, and not be afraid to lose, okay. Before we get started with the show, I'm going to introduce myself a little bit. All right, I am a blue collar individual, work 4 or 5 days a week. I do the live stream only on a Saturday, and when I talk about the trading, crypto trading, stock trading, yield farming, blending and bar liquidity pools, right? It's basically for XPR network. Okay, the Metallicus ecosystem. Multi companies that work together and make crypto more enjoyable, and people are don't get screwed from losing money, and find other ways how you can make passive income. Now, part of the reason why I use YouTube is because YouTube is a big platform. YouTube actually, right now the biggest player that everyone talks about is XRP. Well, we don't need XRP to do, I don't need to be part of that group, even though it's got great money, great following, etc. But the only thing I offer here are results, not delusional numbers, because of with some basic math, you understand that you have to, understand how much money you need for something to reach a certain price point. Okay. Also, before we get started, I also sell crypto merchandise on Etsy. So if you go to cryptocrickets.etsy.com, you will see the merchandise that I have there. It's free shipping. Find something that you like to support not just my actual product, but also to support this channel. Usually, I don't need money being thrown at me when it comes to like super chats or anything like that. All I need is likes and follows, support, and buy my product if it's something that you like. That's all I need. Okay. So if you haven't checked that out, please check it out. There's garments for the summer, which is really nice, and let's get it going now. Also, if you are a individual who actually uses the WebAuth wallet and uses the Simple Dex, right, or uses the BlastPad.io, for those that actually are have forgotten, there are, I believe, just under 200 or just shy over 200 people who just claimed their airdrops, their peg tokens that were airdropped, right? Right now, there's actually thousands of accounts through the WebAuth wallet that have not claimed their peg tokens on the BlastPad.io. You have until June 16th to take care of that. Okay, but if for the people that actually have done it, don't worry. After June 16th, we're gonna start another party. Okay, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna raise the stakes here. Okay, now let's talk about Metallicus. What is Metallicus? Metallicus is the company that works with multiple subnet chains, right, on a DeFi platform, so that you can lend and borrow, yield farm, liquidity pools, simple DEX meme trading, DEX trading platform, right? When you pair it up, spot trading with stablecoin. Okay, there's a lot of things that you can do, and you can run a node, right? So there's many things that you can do on that platform. Okay, they have a governance voting in there, so if you want to see a change on the platform, you have to vote. But again, you need your WebAuth wallet. The WebAuth wallet is the one that you need. Even though it's a decentralized network, it still requires you to do KYC verified. Why? Well, we want to avoid scammers having multiple wallets. So you have to take, you put in your information, you have to take a picture of your ID front and back, so that way there is no multiple accounts, right? Then you actually do that basic process, then you actually can go to X and talk to the Metallicus clients service, right? Just let them know, send them a message. Hey, I have, put my basic information. Can we speed up the process to make sure that I'm KYC verified? Once you do that, then you can start sending your tokens into that wallet if you're not new in crypto. If you are new, take your time. Okay, learn how to send money from one exchange to the WebAuth wallet so that you can utilize the entire platform. Okay, now, last weekend we were talking about how everyone in the XRP community is always waiting for something big, and that is, they're waiting for the Clarity Act. If the Clarity Act passes, an enormous amount of money is going to come into the platform. Well, I hate to break it to you, that's not true. Nowhere does it say that we're going to have to be bringing in money. It just means that it's something that actually can become into law. It's an act, right, for digital assets, just describing what is a commodity and what is a security, among other assets, right? And therefore, in crypto, right, companies, fintech companies or banks, right, don't necessarily have to buy these tokens. They just need to utilize their technology. They can run a private blockchain with their technology, right? That's all it is. And they once something actually like this becomes into law and effect, meaning Congress has voted in on it, the Senate votes in on it, it becomes law nationwide. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not an institution, you're not a fintech institution or a bank, this Clarity Act does not affect you so much. You just have to understand what is and what is not. Okay, and then of course you have to report on your taxes. You have to. Otherwise, IRS Uncle Sam's gonna come and get everything and some extra for trying to scheme the way, because those days are over. Now, how does that affect the meme coins? Well, it's not going to be easy, because usually meme coins pump and they dump, and then when investors come in, they throw in a lot of money, they lose a lot of money, right? And they're left with worthless, bags, because they don't provide anything. So those days are going to be probably numbered, and they're probably going to end. But what I will say is, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that once this Clarity Act passes all the way through the Senate, money's going to be flying in, institutions are going to be coming. They don't need to do that. They know, you know, that you're relying on them to move in the market. I'm sorry. You don't do that. What we do is, you as an individual, you have to move the market. Okay, retailers, okay? We have to invest into something. Last week, I actually started doing some more marketing for the token that I have on the SimpleDex platform, right? Which of course you utilize the WebAuth wallet, right? And I started doing airdrops. I started doing more marketing, and the number started increasing. But why did that happen? It didn't happen because it was waiting for the Clarity Act. It happened because if I want to move something, if we want to move something, we have to do it ourselves. Okay, you want to go far, you take everyone in the community with you. Okay, if you're new and you want to actually get involved in this and makes a few extra dollars with very little, you can do that. Just understand what some of these tokens are going to offer. What do they offer in return? For example, my token offers merchandise, crypto t-shirts, right? Different kinds of t-shirts. It can be for summer wear garments or winter garments. It doesn't matter, right? I have those things. And so therefore that becomes a valuable asset. And so when people see that, they buy. Because if the meme token itself starts to move up in the ranks, right? And XPR, it's still at 0027, right? By moving the token up to the ranks of all the meme coins, like in the top 30, that means I'm putting myself and you guys in a better position so that when XPR does run, right, the meme coins run with it. And I saw that last time when XPR ran, the meme tokens ran. That's how you can make money. Or you can also support my crypto merchandise so that you can earn, right, peg tokens or crypto tokens, crypto crickets tokens actually, right? And I airdrop them to your WebAuth wallet so that you can actually, you actually have a product in your hand, and there's also an incentivized reason to buy and invest into that. Now, the investments in crypto, the rules are you never invest no more than anywhere between 5 to 10%. That's it. If $100 you have left, the $100 you have left. Either make it into 10 trades or 20 trades. I don't care. Right? That's how it is. Now, with that being said, the Metallicus offers the lending and borrowing, yield farming, okay, liquidity pools, runner nodes, and I know we covered it last time, okay. So I will say that if XPR, Metal DAO, the three coins essentially, 1, 2, 3, Metal DAO, XPR, yep, the three coins, right? If these tokens, if these coins and tokens run based on the price point that it is now, you have a higher chance to making more money, right? Because of its use case, because of the use case, the utility. It's a service provider when it comes with Metallicus. They provide a service to the banks or fintechs, and it's very simple and user friendly. Now, I say this because the supply is lower. It's 1/3 of XRP, right? XRP has a total supply of 100 billion, and supposedly there's 60 billion tokens circulating in the exchanges, right? 60 billion, right? And yet you still see XRP to be under like $1 and some pennies, right? And so when you see that, right, let's look at XRP for a second. It's $1.32. This thing looks like it's cracking. It's gonna come back down to about 115. It's gonna come back down to that area. I've seen it on my platform, on my exchange that I was looking at on the Simple Dex trading. I saw it there, and I saw that thing went down hard, right? It went fast. It's a live trading, right? And I saw it, wick down there, so it's coming back down there. I don't think this thing is done. It's gonna come back, retest that area before it goes up. If it doesn't hold, XRP holders, get ready, because it's gonna get ugly. Now, right, you got XRP at $1.32. The highest it did last year was $3.40, $3.60. It didn't hit the all-time high. It was close, but it didn't hit the all-time high. And people are still waiting for that. It rejected that. Will it actually make numbers? Probably. But if I say that it has 100 billion tokens, you need to understand how much money needs to come in. You cannot expect that everybody's just going to come in, big company's going to come in and throw money at XRP just because. If it doesn't provide a serious use case like Metallicus, which Metallicus only focuses, or Marshall Hayner in this case, focuses on the credit union banks, is because when banks fail, who are the first ones to go out in the market? The mom and pop banks, right? The local credit union banks. And so he's actually assembling the entire network to actually gather together with the credit unions. He's protecting, solving problems for that. So this idea that, these corporations like JP Morgan, what else? Bank of America, Wells Fargo are going to be the only big banks that are going to rule everything. You're crazy. It's not going to happen. It's just not. Right? XRP is not solving any problem. It's not solving any of those issues, but Metallicus is, and it is the only company that has BSA compliant. Bank Secrecy Act. It's to it has the framework to make it a very legitimate thing in the crypto space, so that way it protects investors. And they can rely on this platform and crypto itself, because again, many people have gotten screwed. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that if the supply of XRP is 100 billion and 60 billion are in circulation, but yet the price is not moving. Well, the price is not moving. Nobody's really utilizing. But if people buy XPR, which XPR's total supply is like 30 billion, right? Like 2/3 less, right? And the market cap is low. You kind of really have to put those numbers into your head and be like, really, how much does it take to get this thing up high? Let's say a new all-time high. A new all-time high, it can surpass XRP because it's market cap and the total supply. Can they print more? Absolutely. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, because again, people need to utilize the platform. Okay, if you have Metal blockchain, right, the Metal coins, that also has an enormous a big amount of tokens that are far, far, far less than XPR, far less than XRP, far less than HBAR, Cardano, any of these things. Because of that, it doesn't require a lot of money to move those coins. Same thing with Metal DAO, the token itself, the governance token, right? Where people actually vote on it. It doesn't have a big supply, but it can move. And usually, and what you can do with it, it's amazing. So, if you're gonna be getting involved in this, make sure you understand that. All right, now we're gonna look at some, now that we have actually talked about a little bit about it. If you follow me on Snipverse, thank you for showing up, or thank you for watching the video later. Show the like and support. Now, for all the people that actually bought those peg tokens and moved me up the ranks, thank you for guys doing that. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it there in that area. Let's keep it growing before XPR makes a huge run. If it doesn't make a run this year, that's fine. I'd be more than happy if it does it next year, but at least we move these tokens up to the top ranks so that when, new people come in, if you have at least an investor that wants to come in, they can actually, see, okay, this got some money, this got money, this has been going on for a while, it's been for a year. It's a long-term, token project. I can put some money in there. Doesn't matter. All right, so let's keep that going. Now we're going to look at the charts right here, because as you can see, it's what we want to do. Since I don't actually trade on a daily basis, I'm not a daily trader, right? I'm a blue collar. I just have to glance, look, see where we're at. And as you can see, this is the NASDAQ. Am I looking at the NASDAQ? Yeah, PendiQ, yeah, NASDAQ. So therefore, the NASDAQ itself tells me like it's still pumping. It's still gonna go up. It's still on an uptrend. It did a little bit of a pullback, right? Probably creating a base. So when it retraces back and it goes higher, that'll probably be the area. Let's see, let's do the weekly. Correct, yeah, so there it is. So as you can see, the NASDAQ for the whole week, it's been pumping really hard, okay? And the area where it's gonna probably come back is 26,000. Now the question is it going to come back down now, or is it gonna keep going up? I think it's gonna keep going up right now. All right, it's gonna keep going up and then probably come down, because the EMA crosses are still showing me that it's above. It's still above. So therefore, if I go back to the daily, definitely not the monthly. Let me see. Yeah, that monthly is a nice, really, really big candle. It's super bullish. It can probably do about another one, go 32 maybe, pull back a little bit, or it's just gonna keep going. I mean, look at what it did here. It just kept on going, came back, wicked, closed that out, same thing. All right, so it closed that out. It may actually come down here to about 22,000 later on down the road. Let me see the 440 on there. Yeah, that 440 still tells me it's still going up. Once the EMA crosses, then that's telling me that it's starting to retrace back. It might just hit 26,000, 26,331, something in that area. Then that's when you know that's probably a good entry point area. Okay. If it crosses this, the red and blue EMAs, then that means it's probably going to start doing a very hardcore downtrend. Got to be careful with that. Major pullback. All right, so that's that for the NASDAQ. Okay, we have, let's look at Tesla. Tesla still looks like it's still going up, still on an uptrend. All right. Tesla still looks like it's still going up. Let's see how the weekly looks like. Those red and green EMA crosses have not crossed yet, so it might flirt in this area around 369, come back down to those areas right there, and then decide if it wants to go up. If those EMA crosses do actually come together, that tells me that probably we're going to come down, right? And if it does come down, the areas that I would be looking into would probably be like, 255, but I doubt it. Okay, it's still on an uptrend. Okay, I see that. It hit that area, it rejected that area. That was probably the buy zone. That's gonna be like the indication for me on this. If I actually wanted to, like, look at Tesla buy during the week, look on the weekly in these areas that it hits right here, I would probably buy in the zone. So if I see the blue and red EMA crosses hit somewhere here, that would be the entry point, and then buy, and then let it ride it up, because the daily still shows that it's actually still running. It did a little retracement back on the daily for about a couple of days, or no, for about a couple of months actually. So now it's on an uptrend again. So you can either probably put some money in there and let it see if it breaks above 491. If it does, great. Nvidia, the biggest of them all. Okay, Nvidia, it still looks like it's still on an uptrend. It hit that green line, that EMA cross. That was the signal buy to go back up. Okay. Right there. It rejected that. It still went up. So yeah, Nvidia still looks like it's still going up, man. See how weekly looks like on this thing. Still shows like a strong uptrend for Nvidia. Nvidia is going to be running up there for a while, since a lot of companies are going to be utilizing the it's needed for the AI data centers. So therefore it's just a lot of these companies are just gonna buy them, invest into them, and utilize Nvidia's technology, including perhaps AMD too, right? And definitely along with Intel, etc. So yeah, you might see that too. Yeah, so it's still on an uptrend. Now, Bitcoin, let's go to Bitcoin now. Okay, so I've been looking at copper. Copper has been a big one. It has been on my radar now. It looks like it's still on an uptrend. Okay, I don't want to buy because I want to see a pullback. So unless yes, unless these EMA crosses come back down. If they come back down, great. I know that copper is not expensive right now. It's only $6, but I like to position myself. I like a good entry point. I don't like seeing it come down. Nobody does, but copper is a big thing. Copper is a big thing. There's an enormous amount of supply, and there's actually 60 million tons of copper that needs to be used for these AI data centers. That is a lot of money. A lot of money. Okay. And so therefore, I want to see it come back down, pull back a little bit. I doubt it. It looks like it's rejected. It's still not finished on an uptrend. Once I see that it does this pullback here, or start to cross, maybe I start looking to buy in. But where would I actually get myself into it? Okay. Maybe at $5 would be a nice pullback in this area. If I can get in at $5, I'll put in like $500 in there and just let it ride up. Or let me see. Or if we just draw those actual trends. One, two, three. Somewhere down the line, it's got to come back down. I'm not ready to get into it, but copper's a big thing. Silver already made its run, and I don't think I'll ever see it come back down to what it was, like $30 or $20. Not in this lifetime. And silver is very scarce, right? Now let's go for Bitcoin. Bitcoin lovers, the king of all crypto. Okay. Looks like Bitcoin is still on a downtrend. It's still deciding if it wants to actually swing, ride sideways, come back down to 63. This is the weekly. This isn't the daily. Let's see how the daily looks like. Okay, the daily is showing that it's probably going on a downtrend. If it doesn't, these EMA crosses, if it doesn't, stay above, right? If volume doesn't come in, you can expect that it's going to come down before it goes higher to a new all-time high. Okay, I don't see Bitcoin doing that unless I look at the dominance. Let's see how the dominance is doing. The dominance is still at 60%, which is still good, but look at that. The dominance is telling me that it might be pulling back down a little bit. Right, 60, it might start to come back down. Probably hit this area around 59%. So if you actually were trading Bitcoin and you didn't take profits, don't know what to tell you, folks. Don't know what to tell you. Okay, so therefore you need to make sure you watch the Bitcoin dominance chart so that way you can actually see where it's going. Okay, there's still volume here, right? But we need a huge vertical volume bar to come up and bring it up higher, but it's not doing that. It seems to be running like it's sideways now, so therefore you got to keep an eye on that. And then the last, but let's see what else we got. Or I like Or. Or is a special kind of crypto. So if you have the Solana Phantom wallet, right, you can definitely buy Or. The supply is very small and it doesn't take a lot to run. Just take a look. This thing ran all the way to like 650 or something, 680, right? And it came down. And this just happened last year, by the way. Right now it's on an uptrend again. If this pulls back, comes back down to the area of like $59, I will buy in there. This nice little area, I will buy. But what is Or? Or you can use your Phantom wallet if you have some Solanas and play bingo on a crypto blockchain, which is really cool, really fun. A lot of people play, a lot of people throw a lot of money of Solanas to earn these Ors and to win the mother lode. Now, what I like about this is the chart, is that the chart looks really good. I like the way it did the pump it went, the retracement that it came back again, right? Came back down to $58 and then it ran all the way up to $220. Right, and then it came back down all the way back down to like $35. So if you didn't get in at $35, then I don't know what to tell you. But what I will say, right now it looks like it's on an uptrend, and I like the way it looks right now. I want to see Or go higher, right? Yep, look at that. It's on an uptrend. It's rejecting. It's still not finished, so it may actually, Yep. If these things, I'm hoping that if these things cross, the blue and red EMA cross, that it means that we're still gonna go up higher. We're gonna go higher, and I want to see that, because if I do, boy oh boy, am I gonna make a shit ton of money which by the way, I do sell its or t-shirts on my cryptocrickets.etsy.com. So make sure you check that out. And then of course, everybody wants to win the mother load, right? So sometimes there's like, 500 ores, and if you select the right random box and you deploy the most Solana in that random box, you get the most out of that big pot. And right now ore is at $97, which is holding a lot better than Solana. Just take a look at Solana. Solana doesn't, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Solana. I mean, look at this thing. This thing looks like it's still going down. This is the daily, right? On a different time frame, of course, but it's a daily. All right, look at this thing. It's got a mountain to climb. I don't think Solana is done. It is holding this baseline, but it doesn't look like it's finished. Solana needs to decide what it needs to do, if it wants to go up or if it wants to go low. Yeah, look at that. Okay, those EMA crosses here, it crossed, and now it's like, okay, we're still low. Are we gonna come back up or what the fuck? All right, but it's got this big round top right here, round top. It hit right there, holding. It may come down to $70 or even try to come down to this area of $40 because there's a big demand there. Now, of course, everybody wants $22, but $40 is a good entry point. Okay, and like I said, I can still see it coming in, come back down, swing back anywhere between 50, 48. Right, and if let's say if ore actually runs before Solana because it's built on the Solana network, right, which is ore. If it runs to like $350, I'm gonna sell a shitload of that fucking ore, right? I'm gonna sell a lot of it, and then I'm gonna buy Solana. So that I can just keep on going, and then when ore makes a comeback, to the real lows, then I am going to buy more. That's what I want to do. So we're done with that. Now let's go back to XPR. The XPR also looks like it's deciding if it still wants to go up on an uptrend, or are we going to pull back down. And this is the weekly chart, by the way. As you can see, the EMA crosses I've already done. It looks like it's trying to swing up, but the question is it going to reject that certain area? Is it going to reject 338? If it doesn't, it'll probably run, but this is the weekly. Not a bad way to enter, but if you want to buy the dips, you can. Let's look at the daily. The daily tells me that those blue and red EMA crosses right here are right above, so it's probably most likely going to come back down. We're probably going to go lower. It's creating this round top right here. Yeah, we're probably going to go lower too with XPR. The metal blockchain is also in a situation of whether it's going to go up or come back down. But those EMA crosses right there looks like they're actually touching, flirting with each other. So if it actually does cross, right, we may actually see metal blockchain go up, but I'd rather see it come back down to like 12 cents, somewhere in that area, or maybe even to like 12 and a half cents in that area, and then kind of swing up higher. And then if it breaks above this area somewhere around here, which is, let's say, somewhere in this area right here, if it breaks above here, then we're probably going to see some numbers fly. Okay, and that's when I'll be watching it as it goes up, and then take profit on that area. see, where are we at? Metal Dow. Metal Dow, you know, also looks like it needs to decide what it wants to do. Because right now it's also flirting, but it looks like it's actually going on an uptrend. Now I need to see if it breaks this candle, because look at that. That was a huge volume right there on the daily. A huge volume. I want to see it on the smaller time frame. Okay, it went back up. It looks like those EMAs are crossing all together on the shorter time frame, right? Oh yeah, it's right above there. So I want to see it go higher. And this is where you guys got to keep an eye on things like that, where if you don't have your eye on the you know, on the bag, then you're probably not going to see, you know, you're gonna miss out on profits, right? It went up, it broke above the trend line, the uptrend line right here, and it rejected that twice. Okay, I'm hoping that it retests it again, so that way it can go higher. I do have a play on that. Okay, now I can't see the chat because I need to sign in and I don't want to ruin the live stream. I'll definitely look at the comments on the chat room later on, and I'll let you guys know. Okay, so now that we're done seeing that, I want to for the next few days I want to see what's going on. There's definitely a pullback. Now it's definitely can come back down a little lower if it needs to on a shorter time frame, which is let's see. Oh yeah, definitely looks like it's getting ready to probably run again. Maybe there's volume. The volume is dying there. If we can get more volume up there, that'd be nice. Okay, now that's done. The next part will be the Simple Dex platform. The Simple Dex platform are the meme coins that you guys want to see, that we offer on the XPR network using the WebAuth wallet. So we're gonna look into that. Let me just get that screen, you know, changing. There they are. This is Simple Dex. This is the XPR network meme coin platform. As you can see, these are what's trending right now. We got the House of Validator that's up 295%, let's say 300%. The all-time high is 2,900. Okay, what else? Then we got coins that are being launched and probably haven't been graduated yet. So for example, we got Grand Theft Auto 6 fans that are waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out. Probably never, but they have the token and it needs to graduate. It's still on curve. Then we have 1, 2, 3, couple more tokens that haven't even been here for a long time and have never graduated because of the fact that it's not providing any use case, not providing anything. And another thing, when you actually launch a token on the Simple Dex platform, it's going to cost you about $50. And the reason they do that, this platform does that, is that it's to avoid people, you know, individuals, the people who are actually, you know, launching these coins, don't rug the people who want to invest and trade. Okay, and then on top of that, when you launch it, you have to buy your own tokens if you want to. So it's going to cost you about $60, $65 to, you know, launch it and buy your own tokens. And then you have to wait until it graduates. Once it graduates, it'll come out onto the entire list, on the DEX list that has graduated and people can see all the time. Okay, we got the analytics of how it is right now. Okay, there's $221,000 in total value locked. Okay. Right now, there's on the 24-hour chart volume. There's only almost just $2,000, just shy under $3,000 in volume, in trading volume. Okay. The last 7 days has been about 13,000, but there's actually been about 18,000 trades, right? And it has made a total of $9.31 in fees, and there's over just shy under 1,800 liquidity pools. Now, this is the 30-day chart, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's the 30-day chart. It's still on a positive. It's on an uptrend again. It's still running sideways. The daily volume, as you can see, has dropped dramatically. Right now, the volume is only like, what, 1,300? Right, but when you look at these right here, there was 60 early, somewhere in the middle of March. There was a lot of volume here, a lot of volume here, 60,000. So the simple DEX has a mountain to climb. Now we're going to look at the tokens, of course. For the new people that are here on YouTube, want to buy my token, make sure you put like $5, $20. That's it. Don't put anything more. You're in early. You don't need too many tokens if you're not going to do anything with it. Okay. Right here, peg. This is my token right here. In the last 30 days, look at that. It is up. It's up in the last 30 days. Okay, we are going to keep growing this. And again, the higher we move it to the ranks in the top 30, the better, because when it runs with XPR, it's gonna run, and your people are gonna make a lot of money, and you're gonna see trades coming in and out. You know, just they're gonna get chaotic. Okay. Peg is part of the Crypto Crickets. I do have Crypto Crickets token. I'm not promoting that yet because I'm working on something else with it before I promote it and try to move it up the ranks. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Remember that. So this is a simple DEX for anybody that wants to launch their own meme token. Understand what is it that there's already about 347 tokens on there, and it's probably only going to get bigger. But let's just say that XPR goes higher. It runs. It's gonna cost you a lot more money to launch a token, and they do that. The reason this platform set up that way is to not rug your investors. Because imagine if it runs to like $5 an XPR on the biggest breakout. It's gonna cost you about $5 grand, maybe 10, to launch your own token, because it's requiring 20,000 XPR tokens. Right now you can afford it because of the fact that it's got a couple zeros behind it, right? If it's at 00, right? 27, I don't know, what is the actual price right now? 0026, right? Sorry, 26 362 times 20,000. Right now it's costing you $52. But if, let's say, if it does run to $1, just a single dollar, or 50 cents, right? 20,000 times 0.5, it's gonna cost you $10,000. That's why the meme platform here, the meme coin platform, is very, very different than all the other ones out there, because not only the people who launch these tokens have to have the money, but they're also looking out for the investors. Like, okay, you got to put in some serious money if you want to run this. We're not going to allow you to keep rugging people. And that's why the Clarity Act is an important thing. It's a framework that, you know, a law that needs to be passed so that it protects investors. Whether if it's retail or institutions, it doesn't matter. It requires that. Those days of fucking running it and trying to screw people are over. So that's that. Now, we've discussed a lot of things, of course, on there. I know in the last video we talked about the DEX trading, how you pair it up. If you missed that out, don't worry about it. You can look at some of the videos and just get involved in that and try to figure it out. Okay. But with that, we pretty much covered everything that we needed to talk about the market. We talked about how this platform I needed to grow because of the fact this is a very strong, vital crypto asset that people need to invest because it has a strong use case. I've shown you on the last video what you can do, how to yield farm, how to lend and borrow. Okay, I've just shown you the simple DEX here. We got the BlastPad.io. Let's say if you launch a meme coin, right? A meme token. You can actually create a staking platform for that token. You can airdrop these things to people that have the WebAuth wallet and they can collect these tokens. What's the purpose? Incentivize to actually grow, right? If we're gonna talk about that, I didn't show you guys last time, but I'm gonna show you the BlastPad.io of what it is because I think it's very important that you guys understand that. So this is the BlastPad.io. So let's say you launch a token on the simple DEX that we were just looking at, and you want to stake your tokens, right? And people get involved in it because they want to earn rewards, right? You can do that, all right? And look, when you select staking, all staking available, it's basically all the tokens that you can stake and earn the rewards. And what do you earn? It depends on what the creator puts in there. If the creator puts in, like, I don't know, something else like Marshall Hayner tokens, whatever. So this is what it is. Where it says the cricket colony right here. It says right here, that's mine. Okay. There are 63 million PEG tokens that are being staked on this platform, and you're earning up to 17.4%, right? How many and what do I earn? I earn PEG tokens, and there's actually 21.9 million tokens. I get rewarded in that by the second. When does it expire? It expires, the pool expiration will expire on May 2028, but they get locked in for a whole year. And so let's say that you're collecting these rewards, and PEG token is moving up the ranks. You can either A, put them in liquidity pools, B, if you want to sell it because you need the money for, I don't know, to pay your light bill, pay for it. I don't care. It's your money. Do something with it, right? And if you see a nice little pullback, buy more. I don't care. You can do that. Now, the airdrop right here is basically for anybody, the simple one, the same one, right? The airdrop is for basically tokens that are being given away to people who actually want to buy a token, but they don't know, right? This is an incentive way of doing it. As you can see, it's right there. There's 196 accounts, WebAuth wallet users that have claimed their tokens, and I believe there's like 60,000 accounts that qualify but have not collected it. Don't know why. I just don't know. I can't answer it. But they have until June 16th before that the airdrops are claimed. If they don't claim them, that's fine. I will essentially start another event like I said earlier in this video. But the next one is going to be a little bit nicer, right? We're going to keep moving this up. And whatever's not claimed comes back to my wallet. And you know the deal, we start the new event. So this is why it's important that people also know about the BlastPad.io and actually utilize it for the meme token platform. Now, when you do that, if you decide that you want to do that, please make sure you fill out the information. If you really want to be legit, just like I'm trying to go legit on YouTube, right? please put your information so that people know what you really is that you're trying to accomplish. Right? By you doing that, it allows buyers and retail investors to, be looking at your platform like, okay, this person is legit. Okay. It says right here, view profile. See, as you can see, this is my WebAuth wallet account. All right, that's my username. Okay, this is me telling you where I sell Crypto Crickets merch on Etsy. This is what I do. It's right there. All that is mine. Right? It's pretty obvious. Okay. If you have any questions and you want to message me privately, this is right here to this day at zoho.com. Right there, send me that right there. Okay, you can follow me on X. Crypto Crickets, that's mine. If you want to be connected with people, this is the way to go. Snipverse, this is my bank account. Not bank account, my Snipverse account, right? So I have to log in, it's probably loading. So Snipverse is a Web3 platform. Okay, I can't get into it yet, but that'll be my account right there. Okay, and it says right here, project information. I design and sell crypto tees on Etsy, free shipping. And then of course, the YouTube channel that you guys are watching. So this is how you actually utilize the platform so that you can make it grow and have more people get involved on the DeFi part of just the meme tokens and etc. early, because we are very early. It's got a couple of zeros behind it on that XPR network, and I can use it the right way or the wrong way, because crypto leaves a terrible stain when people get screwed, and I don't want to do that. That's why I have everything up there. So with that being said, we have reached the 1 hour mark. If you guys want to watch what we missed out, that's fine, you can do that. But please, if you're new, please give me a follow and a like. Before you actually recommend somebody to come in and take a look and invest into this platform, the Metallicus, right, the WebAuth wallet with the Metal X, make sure that you yourself first explore the entire platform before you do that and you understand it. And because I want to see this grow, dramatically, and we are going to make this thing grow. It only grows if we actually put an effort into it, if we believe in the project itself. Okay, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to enjoy my Saturday. I hope you guys like this live stream. And again, we are gonna go higher. I'm not gonna say we're gonna go to 1,000 XPR coin, not like the XRP community. And I've already showed you guys what this platform's doing and what XRP is not doing. Okay, so you guys know the truth. Stay relevant, right? Make sure you're realistic about it, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Make sure you tell some of your friends and family members that actually want to look into crypto but they don't know how, that make sure they check me out, follow me here on YouTube, Crypto Crickets. Okay, and with that, peace. Enjoy your Saturday, folks.